Now let's talk about specifics of SEO. What are the three types of SEOs actually? There is technical SEO, there is on-page SEO, and there is off-page SEO. Now, what comes in technical SEO is very simple, that you have to ensure that Google will love you only if your website is mobile friendly, because now around 80% or more traffic people are using Google from mobile phones. So 80% plus, right? We all use mobile phones usually, right? So 80% plus people are coming from mobile. So Google will reward you or Google will punish you if your website is not mobile friendly. So that's point number one. Point number two is your website has to be fast. You can't have a very slow loading website. So your server has to be good, whether you want a VPS server or you want a shared hosting or whatever it is, or you want you want to improve some speed. There are some hacks to improve the page speed, and there are tools which tell you the what is the speed of your page today, what is the loading time it takes, and all that on both desktop and mobile. So there are a lot of free tools available, Pingdom and all. So first find out if your page is slow, Google will punish you. If you are selling online e-commerce, and if your page is not secure, it is not HTTPS, and if it doesn't have SSL, okay, the same thing, then it's not secure website, and Google will punish you. Okay, so you have to have this HTTPS thing. You can't have 404 errors. Now what is a 404 error? Simply if the page was there earlier, but now that page is deleted, for example the product is not available anymore, and you have stopped selling the product, but the page is, the URL is still there. So if people type that page, for example, fan named Chrome 10, so if they type Chrome 10 and they don't find a Chrome 10, that means the there is a 404 error, the website. So this should not be there. The link should not be broken. For example, if you're cross linking concepts within your website, one blog is written and the other blog talks about the first blog, and when somebody clicks on that blog, the person is not taken to the first blog because that blog is not there anymore, or that product is taken away. So the link is broken. If somebody clicks on that URL within your website, that person is not taken anywhere, but that link is broken. So these are the things that you have to take care. That is step number one. This is the first step in SEO. You have to ensure this. These are the basic hygiene factors, right? This has to be there. Okay, second part is the on page. So after this is done, you come to on page SEO. Now what is on page SEO? They say high quality content, which means the blog that you write or the product description that you write, that has to be world class. That has to have very good information useful for the people who are looking for it. Your blog has to have that authority. That there are a lot of companies which make money just by writing very detailed blogs on a specific product or a service, doing comparisons and all that. And this is what I mean by quality. If your content is very helpful to the end user, this is the first step. Okay, you have to also ensure that there are keywords that are put inside that content, right? You have to also cross link your very good content with each other, so that people who read one article are then taken to the other article, and they just stay on your website. They keep jumping from one blog to other blog, from one product to other product, and they keep adding products to the cart. Okay, if they are properly linked. Okay, you have to also ensure that there are something called meta tags. Okay, so meta title and meta description. So remember, when you do the Google search, you see a lot of results on the Google search page, and all the results will have a blue text and then a description, black text below that. So that blue line on the Google search page, you just see when you search next time, that is called meta title. Okay, and the description below that is called meta description. So imagine if the meta title, if you're looking for, let's say, the table fan, again give the same example for simplicity. If your meta title does not even talk about high quality table fan, why will somebody click on your search result, right? and if the description does not talk about free home delivery or very whatever great features and great reviews by people, and a lot of good things, and then there is no call to action, there is something called CTA, we'll talk about it later. If they don't talk about CTA and all that, then why will people click on that search result, right? So meta tags are very, very important. And one more important thing is that the pictures that you load on your website, the product pictures, the picture, they have to be in the real good size, not very heavy pictures. They should be in decent size, small size pictures, compressed pictures. And pictures should have something called alt text. Okay, this is very important. Like, this is for the SEO purpose. So basically pictures should have a name, proper name, and so that the picture should also show up in the search results, okay, on the images section. So this is the second area that you have to take care of in SEO. After technical SEO, you have to do on-page SEO. And finally comes the most important, yet the most difficult part of SEO, okay, which is called off-page SEO. Okay, what is off-page SEO? Now, off-page SEO has also undergone a lot of transformation in the last few years. Earlier, people used to do a lot of black hat things in off-page. Okay, now black hat things means the things which are not allowed by Google or by any search engine. Okay, so a lot of spammy things people used to do. Now all that has come to a standstill, and Google punishes you very, very heavily. There are penalties. Actually, there are a lot of changes in these in the algorithms which keep coming up, so you have to go through all of them, like penguin, panda, and all those. So something called penguin and panda. So Google keeps coming with the funny names and very friendly sounding names like penguin, panda, but they are actually very cruel algorithms. Not actually cruel, they are actually good, but cruel for spammy guys. So in a way, right? So so remember, there's something called link building. This is the most important part of off-page SEO, and the toughest part also. What is link building? Link building means you have a website, you have a service. How other people who have their own blogs, okay, you have your website here. Now there are other people who have their websites, right? Like this. Now, how do you get these people to write about your website so that if somebody comes here, they read an article and they are taken here. If somebody comes here on their blog, they read an article about you and they click on a link and they are taken here. Okay, like that, these guys come here. So this is called link building. So you give these guys, they are influencers in their own domains. They are the people who other people trust. So these guys are actually people who other people trust. Okay, so what you do is you talk to these guys, okay, these people who are influencers like bloggers and YouTubers, okay, and social media guys, and you reach outreach to them, something called outreach, okay, in a way that is win-win for both of you. It should be a win for this person also. Why should he promote your blog? Or why should you promote your product? And at the same time, it should be win for you. So sometimes they take money, most of the times they take money in fact, but they also take products. And so sometimes you can say that I will write about you, so you scratch my back, I scratch your back, some kind of a quid pro quo arrangement in which you both help each other. So some kind of win-win arrangement. Okay, because human buys from human beings, and people buy from you, or people take your services only if they trust you, or if they trust somebody who trusts you. So people trust this guy trusts you, so people trust you, right? So this is very important part, and this is where most people are not able to make it, because they are not able to establish relationship with these guys, a win-win relationship, okay, not a win-lose relationship. So sometimes you have to be, and you have to see that how good is your network. So that is why this off page becomes very important. All right, so this is broadly the three steps of SEO, three areas: technical SEO, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. And I think this is the second last slide. I think we are almost done. Yeah, maybe one last slide. So you have done SEO, you have done technical SEO, you have done on-page, you have done off-page. Now, how do you know? Remember this slide in the previous session? How do you know whether your SEO, whatever your activities you are doing, is it giving any results or not? Okay, so remember these KPIs, key performance indicators, we spoke about last time. So if you measure these KPIs, you will know your, like for example, is the organic traffic improved? Okay, the quantity and quality of organic traffic, has it gone up? Now what is organic traffic? Remember, the people who are on their own, they are searching and they are landing on your page. Has that number gone up? Was it 1000 earlier per day? Now has it become 1500? Has it become 2000? So that organic traffic increase percentage. If you are e-commerce guy, then you have to see what is the percentage profit and revenue from organic traffic. Is it going up? Are more people who are coming through organic traffic, high quality people, is that going up? Are they buying more? That means your SEO is working. Okay, what is the lifetime value of the organic traffic? How often they come and for how many years they come? That also tells you the quality of your SEO activities. The backlink qualities, okay, how good are your backlinks? Okay, there is something called DAP and there are other concepts, domain authority. uh, all backlinks are not same, right? I mean, you getting a backlink from a very well-known blogger is much higher than you getting a backlink from a very spammy directory or some shady website or somewhere. Okay, so backlink quality is very important. And keyword ranking, of course, this is the most important. This is the very easily trackable thing. So you can just find whether your keyword ranking has improved. Okay, whether you are now coming on which page and on which position on that page. So these are some of the KPIs that will tell you how good your SEO activities are. One last question people usually ask is that how long will it take for me to rank a keyword? Okay, so I think this is a very important question. Now about 5 years ago, it was so easy to it was not as difficult to rank your keywords as it is now. It's difficult to say a number, but earlier it was because there were less number of websites, less number of people writing about content, and so it was a little easier back in the day to get your keywords ranked. But now I think with sustained effort and all the technical on page and off page SEO, everything put together also, I think easily 3 to 6 months for a keyword to improve and show results in terms of increased traffic and all that. I'm still not saying that in 3 to 6 months you will come on page 1. Okay, there's no guarantee. And but all I'm saying is that in 3 to 6 months of good sustained logical efforts, and you will see improvement in your rankings, and your customers, if you're selling this service, your customers will see improvement in the ranking. So this was all about SEO. In the next session we are going to talk about another important topic, which is content marketing, because these are closely linked. A good SEO can take a good content to a very higher level. Okay, can improve the impact of this content. So I think SEO comes first. Once you understand this, you when you start writing or making the content, whether it is text or video or whatever, you have to keep SEO in mind. So you can't say that content is king. If content is king, SEO is, I think, king's or queen. SEO is queen. Thank you so much, guys.